They were just kids, teenagers, some not even old enough to vote. But online, they became something else entirely, architects of one of the boldest digital heists in history. By the time anyone realized, nearly $1 billion in Bitcoin had vanished. And the trail didn't lead to shadowy syndicates in Russia or China. It led to bedrooms, basements, school computer labs. This isn't only about stolen money. It's about youth colliding with power, a generation raised in a world where money itself had turned into code. It began quietly. A 15-year-old in the UK glued to crypto forums deep into the night. Another teenager in Canada experimenting with SIM swaps, tricking phone companies into handing over numbers. In Florida, a kid buying stolen logins online, testing them for fun. Small moves, harmless experiments maybe. But in the crucible of online chats and secret servers, they found each other. And together they built something much bigger. Identity theft became their key. With a hijacked phone, they could reset emails. With emails, they could breach exchanges. Wallets that should have been secure opened like safes with broken locks. At first, it was thousands, then millions, and soon, empires. Imagine being 16, hiding more wealth on a laptop under your bed than your parents would see in a lifetime. Some couldn't resist flaunting it, pulling up to school in sports cars, flashing designer watches. Others buried it deep, hoarding coins behind layers of encryption. But every move left a mark. Because Bitcoin, despite the myth, isn't untraceable. The blockchain is a permanent record. Governments began following the digital trails. Late-night logins from suburban homes, sudden bursts of luxury in modest families, photos online that didn't match teenage lives. Slowly, the puzzle snapped into focus. The arrests were dramatic. Police storming bedrooms at dawn, dragging kids from gaming chairs, computers still glowing. In one raid, keys were scribbled on scraps of paper, hidden under floorboards. These weren't cartel bosses. They were teenagers in tears, as their parents watched in disbelief. The fallout was staggering. Courts struggled. Were they kids making reckless mistakes, or criminals who had stolen more than some banks ever lost? Some were sentenced, some struck deals. But hundreds of millions? Gone forever. Vanished into digital vaults that may never open. And their story leaves us with something bigger. These weren't born criminals. They were born into a world where money became data, where value lived behind passwords, where anyone with Wi-Fi could rewrite the rules. The billion-dollar Bitcoin kids remind us that genius without wisdom can become destruction. And the question they leave behind is chilling. If this is what teenagers could do, then what will the kids growing up today be capable of?